Yo, we're back. Guys, we're back. We're back. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. First thing first, before you come in, guys, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. It is Fresh Start Monday, and of course, a very belated happy birthday to Jordan, new Jordan
Happy
era
birthday.
in the building. Happy birthday.
Appreciate it, fellas. I appreciate it.
Yeah, boy. Jordan, what you do on your birthday, big dog? What you had going on over there, man?
I'm just nothing much. Just went out to dinner, with the wife and everything. I went to Ruth Chris last year. I went to the same Ruth Chris this year. I love their steak. It's delicious. I love the correct because to spend time with the family. That's what I really want for a birthday. To spend time with the family.
That's all that matters, man. I think as you get older, birthday become more and more about spending time with the family. Spending time with the family, that's what it is, man. That's why I told for my birthday, because my birthday is on Friday. I was like, my family was like, what do you want to do? Let's just spend time together. Let's just have fun. Let's enjoy each other company. That's all it's about, man. Because remember, at the end of the day, when you're gone, that's all you got is those memories, man. For real, man. First thing first, shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board, Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Make sure you follow. So very important for you guys to follow us so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those right now watching us on Rumble and also X. Thank you guys so much for tuning in each and every time we go live. Give me 1 second. I forgot to set up Chaos Culture Radio on the TV screen. Like always, man, it was NFL Sunday yesterday. So first thing first, Jordan, we heading over to sports. What's happening? What's going on in the sports, boy? Big dog.
Let's get into it. We're gonna get into the NFL, but we're gonna start with Shedeur Sanders. So, Dylan Gabriel, who was the quarterback of Cleveland Browns, he had got knocked out again because of concussion protocol. And so Shedeur Sanders got his start and everything. Everybody was, proud. Fans was yelling everything. He didn't look well. I think he got in the fourth quarter. He was 4 for 16. They didn't throw for a lot of yards. He was threw an interception, and he was sacked a couple of times in the game. So a lot of people was looking at him. His father, Deion Sanders, he was proud that he started, and it's likely that he might start next week if Dylan Gabriel does not pass the concussion protocol. So if you look at him, he didn't play well. He has to play better, and we'll see if he'll play next week. So we do have a couple clips. To play, go ahead. I can't play the first clip from him. Shedeur Sanders and then Myles Garrett, trying to comfort Shedeur Sanders.
Sorry about that.
I definitely felt them. And, I'm truly thankful for it. And I'm just thankful that I'm out here. I'm thankful for the opportunity. Thankful for seeing all them 12 jerseys out there. And it was a great feeling for that. But the feeling of losing, that ain't nothing we're going to get comfortable with, like, on my watch, for sure. Yeah.
And just tell him to keep his head up. I know there was one drive in which he kind of walked off, and I saw him. He was putting his head down. I know he was kind of thinking about, I know he wants to make the play. He wants to, have that game-changing drive because, he feels like he has that ability, and we've seen it. So, don't be discouraged from one drive or two drives. It's a good football team over there. So, just trying to keep him to keep his confidence high, and keep on chasing that standard in which he set. And we're going to continue to support him. He spoke after the game, and he wanted to pin it on himself and his performance, but we're not going to allow him to do that. It's a team game, so we're all in this together.
You said he addressed the entire team in the locker room.
And just tell him to keep his head up.
So this is the first time playing with the first team reps. I believe all year he hasn't practiced with the first team reps. They've been with the second stringers and everything. So even though he hasn't played well, all his team does have support on him. So I'm sorry with you, Ronnie. Looking at Shedeur Sanders, he have off a game. Do you feel like Cleveland needs to put more time in Shedeur in order for him to succeed?
Yes. They do need to put more time into the deal center for them to succeed. To me, I think yesterday game was a prime example why they should have put him out earlier in the season so you get his feet wet. You can't put him in a game when the game when the game is on the line, especially against the Baltimore Ravens, who we know who is known for that Baltimore blitz. Everybody knows this already. Everybody knows this. So the pressure was it was good for him to have that experience, to have that type of pressure among him so he'll know what to do for next time. But to me, they should have put him early on in the season. But at the end of the day, it's the NFL. He finally got his feet wet, and hopefully he'll play the next game and just continue to get his feet wet and see how he does. But remember, he's a rookie, so everybody expect you to make rookie mistakes. You know, look what happened to Caleb Williams over there in Chicago. When you first started, you saw he was playing terrible. Now look at how he's doing now. The Bears winning their game back to back. That's just how it is, man. That's just how the National Football League runs. You got to get your feet wet first, and then you become a superstar. But I think it's a bright future for this man. You just got to keep his head up. Go ahead, Akeem.
Shedeur Sanders is heading for a Super Bowl. I believe he's going to win a Super Bowl. The thing I don't like about Cleveland, I felt they was going to they signed him to bench him. That's what it seemed like, because they haven't given him. I've been watching his practices. He's been doing good. Like y'all said, he needs more playing time. I think he's going to be starting quarterback next year. Not this year, starting quarterback next year. I think he's going to take Cleveland to another level. I like his arm. I like his throws. Like everybody said, you know what I mean, you can't put nobody in a professional game and if they haven't got enough rec time. They should have slowly put him on and gave him maybe a quarter per game, put him out there in a quarter per game to work his way up so he can understand the blitz, understand everything, and see where it goes from there.
Yeah, for him, put him in the starting situation because the quarterback got hurt. I am definitely not surprised at how he went and everything. I ain't think he was gonna come and blow it off the water like that because he didn't have any first team reps. So for me, it's if he gets a start next year, if the quarterback is hurt, we'll see that. But I thought if Dillon Gabriel wasn't gonna get hurt, I thought they was gonna start Shedeur next season. Give him OTAs next year to sort of build him up and everything, all that type of thing. So yeah, for me, I think Shedeur has all sorts of support, especially in Cleveland. They do want to see him succeed. Hopefully, NFL coaches will want him to succeed so he can play and everything because a lot of people think Shedeur is the guy who could turn franchise around and everything. So that like I said, let's see if we do next week. Only thing for sure is just get better and everything. To me, it's not about him having to win or losses, it's him to continually get better each game he plays. So, and then once he gets better and everything, he'll prove his doubters wrong, and then like I said, he will change the franchise role, of course, in Cleveland. So we'll be watching Shedeur, man. Let's see what you can do next week if he starts.
Yeah, Shedeur will get better. I agree with you on it. He will get better later on in his career. But right now he's a rookie, so he's gonna make rookie mistakes. Everybody expected him to make rookie mistakes. No rookie gonna come in shining on his first try. No rookie. The only one that was able to do it was Brock Purdy because he was in a different organization. The 49ers, you already know Kyle Shanahan's system. It makes everybody looks good. But if you're on another coach that doesn't have that same Kyle Shanahan system, pretty much you're going to struggle. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board, Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Make sure you follow us over here for you guys to follow us so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those right now watching us on Rumble and also at Bingo Live and TikTok. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this fresh start Monday. Moving along to money. Money makes the world go round. Money makes our pockets fat. Jordan, what's going on when it comes to aspect of financial news, big dog?
Let's get into it. Let's go into the crypto world. We're going to talk about Bitcoin. If you're not looking for Bitcoin and other of the coins you see, the stock is going down. It's since the last month or so, Bitcoin has lost about 600. I think it's like $600 million worth of cap and everything, and it looks like not just Bitcoin, but other coins are crashing down as we see at the moment. Usually, with Bitcoin, it'll be above $100,000. Now it's almost down to like $93,000, and we're seeing a big shift going down when it comes to Bitcoin, also cryptocurrency as well. So we do have the clip. Go ahead, play the clip, and after that, we're gonna chop it up.
Like I always shout out to Why High that's in the building, and also the beautiful and lovely Evelyn Perez in the building. Let's get to it.
Anna, so we're seeing the gains right now for Bitcoin up 2.2%. Ether is having a stronger session than that, up 4.1%. But this in the context of that pressure that we've seen in recent weeks and months for crypto. What's been going on? Is this, we've seen this story before. Are things different given the ETF inflows we saw at the start of the year, the regulatory focus in the US?
So it's very different, right? Normally when we had these big crashes, it was around some big event like a big exchange collapsing, multiple companies going bankrupt. But in this case, it's very confusing to people. There's no clear sign as to what. It's more, I guess maybe the asset is maturing more and it's following other asset classes, which is a bit ironic, seeing that it was supposed to not be connected to anything else. Obviously, it's interesting because they have the industry has all the support it needs now, the President of the United States and Congress as well. So while the environment has not changed, from the election of Trump, Bitcoin has erased all of its gains, which is really interesting.
So it's not about disappointment that the rhetoric around crypto regulation hasn't been met with real changes. Those changes have come through, and that they are continuing and will continue to support the market.
Yes, and I mean, what happened was on October 10th, there was a big flash crash, and the industry hasn't really the price hasn't really recovered as much. It's gone up and down a bit, but after those big liquidations, it sort of remained kind of, and we're entering now sort of another bear territory and perhaps another crypto winter, which is not connected to the wider environment. There's been no, jailings, as we saw the last cycle. So it's very different.
What are you watching for in the days and weeks ahead? What could be the next catalyst then?
I guess we're going to see if there are more liquidations out of crypto ETFs, because that was a big change. When the ETFs were approved, we saw a massive inflow from retail investors, and now it's not coming back. They're pulling out. I guess maybe people are becoming more sensitive and used to the big price swings, and they don't want to risk it again. And it's maybe following the wider sort of risk-off environment.
Yeah, man. Like I said, in Bitcoin, other cryptos, they're crashing right now. So, it's a good. If you guys into crypto, you guys know what it means. If you guys are crypto players who's in it. But other than that, Ronnie, we'll start with you, man. What's your takeoff? You've seen Bitcoin and other crypto coins are skyrocketing down.
Of course, it's not financial advisor. Always speak with a financial advisor. We can't stress this enough. Pretty much everything that's going to be said is pretty much our opinion based. So I just want to make that be clear now. Now, me, I'm being honest, I'm not a crypto investor. I'm not an ETF investor when it comes to the whole type of, high volatile situation when it comes to those currencies. Now, I learned it from a wise person, Robert Kiyosaki, who is a financial guru. He talks about Bitcoin a lot and how he invested in it heavily because he had the resources in the fund to do so. So Bitcoin is something that you will pretty much, let's say, not put your whole money into, you'll put like chump change into it. If you catch my drift, like you just put a little bit here and a little bit there because it's too volatile. It goes up and it goes down. The way cryptocurrency works, I could be wrong. Hakeem is more of an into cryptocurrency. Pretty much the way it is that the more people put in makes it go up. The more people put out, come out of it, brings it down. So what has happened is people are trying to see where the economy is going. So that's why right now Bitcoin is going down. It's on the decline because they trying to figure out how can it, especially when it comes to federal government, they're trying to figure out how can they regulate it. Of course, Trump is a very endorser of Bitcoin and also cryptocurrency to the point that they're creating their own cryptocurrency mining. So that's the whole thing. They just trying to figure out what is going on. And keeping in mind too, it is a holiday season too. Around the holiday season, things, especially in the stock market, and all the markets tend to go down. It's when everything back into the regular season, which is start in January when the new year starts. Then when you're gonna see normally things start shooting up again, especially in the stock market and also in the cryptocurrency. But to me, I'm not a cryptocurrency investor, but however, I know some people that is doing it, and they tell me that's how it normally is. Like you just put a little bit here and a little bit there. But go ahead, Hakeem, your thoughts on cryptocurrency. Go ahead.
Thank you, brother. You spoke so eloquently. So you really summed it up. Bitcoin is an investment thing like stocks and bonds. It goes up, it goes down. So right now, it's at a downturn. What the lady said in the video, for a lot of people who don't understand, it looks like it's following other coins. So if other coins are down, then they're down. If other coins are up, they'll be up. Bitcoin is still at its all-time highs at 92,000. So like even now, you still got time to get in. You know what I mean? This is not financial advice. So it's best to speak to a financial advisor, like Ron said, and to try to understand this. You know what I mean? And understand the risk that you're getting to in investing anything. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's just right now we're in a bear market, you know what I mean? And we just got to see and just follow it. You know what I mean? But the rule of thumb is whenever it's down, you buy. Whenever it's high, you sell.
That's right, Ken. You very, very simple. Like, if it's low, you buy. If you high, you wait until it goes low again. But yeah, like usually around I would say around this time, about maybe a year some change, you do see like a cold winter when Bitcoin goes down, and when Bitcoin goes down, a lot of other coins go down and everything. So but like I said, I've been following crypto for a couple of years now. I have invested some Bitcoin and also some other coins I have as well. And for me, how I see it, when I see stuff like this, I get happy. And I kind of wait till I see where it kind of stops and kind of moves up again. And then and then that's when I kind of jump in as well. So, but yeah, man, this, like, when it comes to crypto, like you guys both said, like I said, we're not a financial advisor. Do your own research about it if you're not into crypto. Or if you are into crypto, if you like seeing this, for some people that's very, very crypto buyers, they like seeing this because maybe they had bought low a year or 2 years ago, and then when they see something low, they put a little bit here, or people got a lot of money, put more money into it and everything. So it's like I said, for me, I like to see stuff like this. It's just, I was like, okay, they put some more money in, and for me, I do have a feeling of crypto and how it sees and everything. So I have crypto.com, the app on my phone, and I do get notification when it hits a certain number. When it hits a certain number, that's why I might put a couple dollars in there.
Well said. But like we said again, guys, this is our own opinion based. So you want to know any additional information about should you invest in Bitcoin or to learn about Bitcoin, speak to a financial advisor or do your own personal research. But like you see, Hakeem and Jordan, they are someone that really invests in Bitcoin. Me, I am not. I'm just being honest. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to Why say we still them boys. That is correct. The Dallas Cowboy is playing today against the Las Vegas Raiders. How about them Raiders? You know what I mean? Give me the Raiders, but the Cowboys 3.5 favorites, so you already know the Cowboys should win that game. They probably will destroy the Raiders. I won't be surprised if they blow them out by a touchdown or two. I just won't be surprised. Why I also came in with a comment for Jordan. Go ahead, Jordan.
I agree with you, Why. That type of game, he gotta take the points. I'm with Dan about go in the fourth, but I saw how the game was going, and I'm like, yeah, these might go to field goals. So hopefully Dan Campbell can learn from this when it comes to these type of fields, because I'm with you, Why. That's when I was seeing the first quarter how the type of game was going. I said, okay, you got to go for course, because it was more of the defensive type of game. So I agree with you, Why, on that. I do.
It was. The defense held up, so but Dan is known for taking risks. Sometimes it's going to take risks, and sometimes not, especially when the game is on the line. Moving along to this one. This one was shocking today. Moving along to hip hop. Hip hop. Jordan, what's going on when it comes to aspect of hip hop news, big dog?
Yeah, so we got a little breaking news came earlier today. Tekashi 6ix9ine home was invaded. And also his mom was in there and his dog was in there. And that's a very, very scary situation. We do have a clip of the home invasion. Of the home invaders invading, and also we got Tekashi 6ix9ine also making a comment about it as well.
Hey, stay down here. What's up? So I want to make this video to clear up all the fake news and rumors. So the world knows this. It's a fact. I'm on house arrest. I've been on house arrest. I think everyone in America and everyone across the world knows that I'm on house arrest. Yesterday, they allowed me to leave for work. People, I guess, saw that I was on live stream with Jack Doherty. They took that opportunity to fucking do some pussy shit. Like I said, it's me, so I get it. The rules are different for me. But if it was fucking your favorite artist, your favorite actor, and that was done, they don't get no cool points for that. My mom is 60 years old. Y'all know I'm supposed to come home. Y'all know I'm home all the time. I'm on house arrest. So y'all take the opportunity that I'm not home. Y'all see me on live stream with Jack Doherty in Miami, and y'all do that. That's pussy shit. That's whack. Get no coupon for. I don't think nobody respects that shit. But like I said, what's up? So I want to make this.
Yeah, man. Like I said, scary situation for his mom and the dog has to be in there. But yeah, man, it's sad to see. But go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take on it?
This is why the internet is so very, very dangerous, because you got to be careful on what you post. 6ix9ine is one of the guys that he brags all the time. I got chain, I got money, I got cars, I got women. People are paying attention to that, especially people right now. They're hungry. A lot of people, Hakeem and Jordan, didn't get their food stamp this month. We heading to Thanksgiving. This is the worst time of year for people that ain't got bread. So they know if they see you like someone like 6ix9ine that's bragging all that, and then remember, it could be someone that you close to. That was shout out to Hassan Kemp always say, pay attention to the circle, because you never know that person that's in your circle trying to be the same position you at. They get jealous of you. They say, man, you winning, you got all this, man. I'm starving now. I'm hungry. You know, but the mom situation, that's not cool. Because I'm being honest, if it was someone like me, I think I would have been in prison. I would have been in prison. It would have been a real bad shootout. Because that's something you just don't do. You just don't do. You don't touch moms, man. You don't touch moms, you don't touch family. But these guys, these young generation don't understand that. This is a whole different generation. And also for those people that think this is fake, because a lot of people are saying, oh, 6ix9ine playing this is fake. He's trying to go viral, he's trying to be known. I don't think he's playing. I think this is serious. Lucky for them, the mom played her. I love how the mom handled the situation. She was calm, she relaxed, she let them do their thing, and then they called the authorities. But that could have been a really, really bad situation. Go ahead, Hakeem.
No real street guy is going to support this. No real hustler, no real gangster, not even a drug kingpin is going to support it. I don't care if he snitched. I don't care nothing. Mothers, families, kids, and women are off the table. The lady could be my own mother. I'm watching her as these guys running around with pistols. We need to get these guys off the street. If you're that bold and brazen enough to hold a 60-year-old lady who can't do nothing to you, we need you off the street. We need you duct taped, tarred, and fettered, and humiliated in public. I hope and pray that we find these guys. And I hope the rap community do not support this. And I hope a lot of you goofies don't support this. This ain't real. This ain't street. This generation is weak. I'll land right there.
Absolutely, Hakeem. The thing is, if you know Tekashi 6ix9ine, you know he has ops out there that just if he slips a little bit of how, I don't know if they got the information where he was living at and everything, and you know he just have to be very and Tekashi 6ix9ine noticed, like, if you got ops looking for you, especially if your house and everything, you gotta have some type of protection. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if he has a security system in his house, because we didn't according to TMZ, they said they have a security system in his house. have guards in your house or something, man, because a lot of people want you to cause just not. And I hope that this with this situation happen right here, like make sure if you got to move out of that house, move to another state, something like that, do that, and make sure your house is super secure. You need guard dogs, something in it to be secure, because this to see your family member like that, man. I'm with you, Ronnie, man. I'll be livid if something happened in my family like that, and I don't know what I would do. But yeah, man, just stuff like this. Make sure you got some type of security system, guard dogs, whatever. Do whatever it takes to protect your house. Also protect the people that you love inside your house.
And what gets me mad about some of these artists too, they quit to show them chain and the cars, but they won't get security. Instead of buying them chains and them cars, put it on the security, man. Protect yourself, man.
All right.
It's a whole different generation. I don't understand these guys. These guys they're doing things backwards. You know what I mean? But that's called ignorance. That's called ignorance. And I think now this woke them up. Chances are, I think he's not gonna be stepping like that anymore. Now he's gonna get guarded up, which he should have been doing a long time ago. Shout out to Why come and say his family friends and the podcast knew he was leaving on. Of course, because he was screaming with Jeffrey Dorsey. He was doing a show with him, But it's just he got to do better, man. He got to do better.
You got to.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board: Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Make sure you follow. It's so very important for you guys to follow us so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those right now watching us on Rumble and also X, Bingo Live, and TikTok. Thank you guys for always tuning in each and every time we go live, man. These guys got to be careful, man. This is a whole different generation, boy. Moving along, we got a lot of things to talk about, especially when it comes to the aspect of Donald Trump and this big, beautiful bill that he just recently signed. But before we do that, let's go ahead and talk about the game. Jordan, what's going on what's happening with the game over there, man?
Yeah, let's talk about the game. So the game was on a podcast, and he's really kind of explaining down about his past relationship that he had. He said he kind of felt type of guilt of being with a woman because he knew that he wasn't going to either propose or marry to him and everything back in his past. So we do have a clip about the game. So he really breaks down about once he gets older and everything, he kind of looks at his past like, yo, I've been with somebody that I know I wasn't going to be with and everything, and was kind of, I would say change it, but kind of think about. You say, hey, I kind of would have did better if I would have pick somebody, if I would have had a chance to marry someone. So go ahead, play the clip, and after that, we would chop it up.
Sometimes, like when I was in my 20s and my 30s, it was just an exchange. You know what I'm saying? It was, hey, I'm giving you this, we having our moment, and then I'm gonna get back to my life, you get back to yours. No emotions because you're young. Everybody got their whole life ahead of them. When you get in your 40s, man, you start feeling like you womanizing, and I'm taking emotions home with me, or she's taking emotions out the door with her. If you are, living that type of lifestyle, and I'm like not sleeping good after that, because I feel like I had no pure intentions for this person, and this person is also late, 30s or mid 30s, and they got a life, and so like when you got when you're young and you're dealing with a young woman, ain't nobody tripping. It's all good. But when you're older and you know that woman has trauma from her past relationship and all of that, and dinner is cool, going out on a date is cool, but then once you start getting intimate with people and you know for sure that they are invested in you even a little bit, and you have no, you ain't talking to this person after tomorrow, man. You carry like, you
start feeling it. You didn't care about before, or feelings you never even thought or worried about. It's crazy.
And then we don't. And then guess what? We don't even talk. We don't have nobody to talk to that about. So we got to lie.
And I get mad. I'm getting mad.
Who can you talk to?
Yeah.
Who can you be vulnerable with?
Well, if I just took advantage of someone's emotions, right? And Matt is my boy, and he did the same thing a week ago. We ain't talking about that. We like, what's up, bro? Looking good. Sometimes, like.
Yeah, so that was a game, like really breaking it down about, like I said, having to be with somebody and not have the tendency to, really marry the person. So So there it is. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take on the game? Explain about be with somebody and you're not potentially not gonna be with them long term.
That's why now. That's why there's a famous slogan comes in from boys to men. First we was boys, now we're men. When we reach a certain age and a certain point, we realize that we gotta start playing with a lot. And typically, it happens when you're around your 30, when you're 35 to 40. Then when they start hitting you, like, I can't play with life anymore. I gotta start taking stuff seriously, especially the woman I'm dating, because now I can tell you. I was telling somebody this. Our whole life, a man eventually get tired of sleeping around. We start thinking about we want to build a future with somebody. We want to build something serious. We don't have no time to waste because life is very short. I don't know why it hits you when you're 35. You realize life is really short, but it does. And then now when you be like, okay, I can't be playing around with this woman. If I don't see no future with this woman, or I don't see us being together long haul, I'm gonna just let her know right then and then. This is why a lot of dating coaches right now are getting. They're getting a lot of accolades due to the fact is because they're teaching men to be straightforward with women. If you only see a woman for a one-night stand, you better let her know. You only see a woman for a great future, you need to let her know. Stop wasting time because time itself ain't wasting for you. So I think it finally hit the game, and I think he realized, like, wait a minute, I've been doing this way too long, and life is short. I got kids, I got bills and this and that. I can't be doing the same player's lifestyle all my life. It's just getting tiring. Go ahead, Akeem.
This is something that we've been talking about for so long.
Yeah.
And men just need to be real with themselves. But the thing I didn't like about that situation is, he probably hit it and then say, I'm done with it. You need to not touch her, not deal with her. Let her go with somebody who's going to marry her.
True.
And as we get older, we start to understand these things. What are you trying to fulfill? What's going to fill your cup? You feel me? It shouldn't take that long for you to figure out and waste so many people's time for you to get to the point where you're ready to settle down. And when you settle down, it's not really the person you want to be with.
Yeah, absolutely. I know for the game situation, him, start off young, being a successful rapper and everything. I know, when it comes to rappers, they want to have sex with all the girls, they can, whatever, all the good looking ones and all things like that. And then, once you get older and everything, it gets harder to find somebody like that because you kind of think about, is she here for me or is she here for my money and everything? So I know if you're that top of 1% man, it's very, very difficult. But if you're like just an average man or anything like that, for some people, it might just say, hey, in their 20s, they want to get married and everything. Or for some men, it might take them to their 30s or even 40s, say, hey, I'm ready to settle down, do what I need to do and everything, just to maybe get it off their system or anything like that. So, but like I said, if you're if you have a family and everything, if you was raised in family, your mom and your father kind of teach it about, when you start a family, this is how it goes and everything, and for men, it's your option, to say, hey, I'm gonna build when I need to can in my 20s and 30s, and then, or in your 20s and you wait till your 30s, say, hey, I'm ready for that, to be ready and everything. So, I just believe, when it comes to you dating a woman, just let them know, hey, this is my intentions, I'm not ready to get married yet. As long as you let her know, just let her know, first thing. And then if you are getting married, say, hey, I'm here to, try to, have a long-term relationship, try to, get married one day. If she's not with it, then just let her go. And that's really it. Just be honest, just let them know what it is. You let them know what it is. The woman, she'll take it or she's like, hey, I'm not with it. Simple as that.
Moving along to other trending news, Jordan, what's going on with that substitute teacher getting kicked out of campus after getting into an argument with another teacher?
Yeah, so this has go viral. So there was a substitute teacher. He went into the bathroom, and then I believe he's in the stall, and then there was another teacher standing by him and everything. And the sub thought that was weird and everything because and then the other teacher came out and asked other teachers if you know this person, and then the sub, he came up with his phone, trying to record, and he thought it was weird and everything about why he was standing by the stall with him. And it got so weird that it went all the way to the principal office and everything because, Because it went to the principal office because he thought the man was doing the teacher we was doing is weird, and for that, I believe the principal was thinking the cell was taking it too far, and he had kicked him out the campus at the school. So we do have the video of it. So go ahead and play the clip, and then after that we will chop it up.
No, I want to address why Hyde's coming real quick. We want to address why Hyde's coming real quick. He said, "Tell them the truth, and they'll walk away." Yes, we want to tell them the truth. You save them a lot of time, energy, and money and resources. Tell them the truth. Yes.
Yeah, we just want to wear it out. We don't want no relationship. We want to use you as
if you want to sleep with them, tell them. That's it. If you want to stay a long future with them, tell them, because you're wasting people's time.
And also, you're wasting your time as well.
Facts, Jordan. Facts.
Right to Ed, I mean, when Mr. Hand asked you if you were a student or not, what was your response?
No, I asked him what was he doing. He's dead standing behind me while I'm using the bathroom, asking me what's my name or what am I doing. Like what?
Did you respond, I'm a substitute working here today?
No. It's weird he's standing behind me while I'm using the bathroom. I don't know how y'all not seeing that.
Or for the sake of peace and not having anything else transpire today, I think it's best if you don't finish out today's subbing here. Just I don't want any issues happening between, the staff members and you, or it's just best probably.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to know his name. You could tell me your name?
And go ahead, I'm sorry. I was gonna say, so at this point, do you have anything left in the classroom that needs to
No, I got my stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna ask that you leave the campus.
Okay, that's fine. But he can't tell me his name?
No. Right to add.
You're who? What's your name? What's your name, sir?
Ted. Is he a son?
What's your name?
Okay.
Yeah, for Joe's.
Okay, what's your name though?
Oh, yeah, you're good.
What's your name?
Mr. Herring.
Okay. Why were you standing behind me while I was using the bathroom?
Because I don't know who you are, so
That's weird though. You couldn't wait until I came out the stall?
He looks very young, I get it.
I get it, but he's recording me.
Oh, yeah,
He was standing behind me while I was using the bathroom. You
Did
couldn't
you have
wait.
the door closed?
No, I was there by myself. He couldn't wait until I came out the stall?
He wasn't sure if you were a student.
Yeah.
Okay, but still, why would he stand behind me while I'm using the bathroom? Y'all don't think that's crazy?
I think he was probably waiting to see if you were.
I don't understand what happened.
I was using the bathroom. He's standing behind me watching me use the bathroom.
I'm not a man, but don't men usually aren't you in the bathroom together while I'm out?
Okay, but he's standing dead behind me while I'm using the bathroom.
This is a person that works here. He's a professional. He is not somebody that we question like this. We don't treat people like this. And you was young. He was verifying. He was verifying.
So y'all don't think that's weird? A teacher standing behind another
Aren't you
teacher?
another teacher?
Yes, but still, y'all don't think that's crazy?
I do not think that is. I mean, I'm in the bathroom with other individuals all the time. Yeah.
But you stand behind them while they're using the
Do you have
bathroom?
do you have a door? Did you shut the door?
No, I did not.
Are you at the stall? Are you at the urinal?
Yes.
Okay, urinals. People are behind you, right? When you walk in and out, are people behind you?
Okay.
I mean,
Okay. Wait, what you say your name was?
So bizarre.
What's your name?
Please stop recording me.
No, tell me your name. What's your name? You're not gonna say your name, sir? Sir, your name.
Yep. So we kind of saw, the incident when he started recording and everything, and we got the principal office. He got kicked out. Obviously, some of the principal thought he was doing too much. But start with you, Ronnie. Man, what's your take on this?
Oh man, this one is kind of difficult because men do stand behind other men because we normally stand on the wall when someone's done, when we're using the urinal, and then someone goes in the man's restroom for the ladies, so they don't know what's actually happening. So normally we wait and then we go on. But I understand why the guy felt uncomfortable, because who knows what he was really staring at. Hopefully not. He wasn't staring at the man's, sausages or whatever the case may be. Then he had the right to feel uncomfortable. But at the end of the day, I think that was not all right for them to let the teacher go for the day. The man was clearly he was upset, and he had the right to be upset. But I think the reason why they let him go because he made a He made it all over the hallway. Everybody could listen to see what's going on. He could have took the man to the side or said, "Hey, let's go to the principal office. Let's talk about this amongst each other." But at the end of the day, the way he handled it was totally wrong. And also, he was filming it, which I have a problem with him filming it for his safety and for him to have it on record. But I think he could have handled the situation way better than what he did. Go ahead, again.
So for me, I want y'all guys to hear me out. What we be covering the last couple years that make news here?
Well, shenanigans.
No, school shootings.
School shootings.
Yeah. So now, when somebody who's worked there have just see a fresh face, this is kind of tough for me. Like, if he knows everybody that's there and never seen you before, I don't see nothing wrong. Like, hey, you new here? We all do that. Men always do that. It's like an alert that comes up. It's not really disrespectful, because what got disrespectful if he would have grabbed them and take them out.
No, but he's staring at him.
I understand that. So he's trying to figure out who it is. And the way they do talk, he sounds young. So he might be looking young. They might have thought he was a student there and that he's just mingling in, because a lot of kids sneak into schools. So I'm trying to rationalize this and look at this due to the whole school shooting things, and there's things that's going on in school. Everybody high alert, so they want to know who's in there. So
good point.
Usually substitute teacher have a badge that they wear from
Correct.
the company that wears. So if this dude ain't had a badge, if he had a badge around his neck and the person would have seen it, or he would have just went like and just kept walking. But if you don't got nothing and you're walking around, I never seen you before, I'm gonna ask you who you are.
But then he can play that racial. He also can play that racial card, like he racially profiling me.
Yes,
because I'm a black. I can tell he's a black dude.
He's a black dude. But then I'm saying to myself, let's think logical here. He's in the school. He's a sub. He probably never been there before. Never subbed there before. We don't know who this is. You know what I mean? And I see you walk up. I say, hey, you know these people? I could be standing in front of a house and somebody pull up and park. I say, hey, you know who live here? Casually.
But my thing is, why did the teacher just not give his name? That's the only issue I had. He could have just told my name. Oh, my name is John Smith.
So here's the thing. He works there. He don't know who are you. We don't know what are you here for. So that's how I'm looking at, like, and I'm not gonna give my name or something to be like, hey, who are you?
So yeah, I agree with that, because where there's some at my job, I work overnight when sometimes I get the key to the door and I see somebody I don't know, I ask them who they are and everything. I don't give them my name or anything like that either, because if you don't know, if it's somebody that doesn't work here, you do get a little suspicious. So to me, that's not, like I say, it's not just school, it's like anywhere you work. You see somebody that you haven't seen before, it's like, what, do you work here? Who are you? Like, who are you?
Yeah.
You just want to make sure that a person and everything, because like I say, he like I said, all the guy that had to say, the black guy to say, hey, I'm new here, I'm a sub, my name is da 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 da, and that's all you got to say and everything. But him to take it to a far, start recording the person and everything, and try to make it go viral, I think that was a little bit too much.
That was an interaction I didn't know, because
he handled it wrong. He handled it better.
A lot of us need to not always assume it's a racial thing. We need to analyze the situation in the context. You feel me?
Yeah, because you're in the school. That was how you broke it down well. That was a good thing. I didn't really think of it. They in the school, school shooting.
You're in the school and stuff like that. Now look, if we was in the supermarket and loss prevention is following you around, then it's racial.
Yep.
Let's get in, and you ain't steal nothing. They got cameras. Yeah, it's racial. Here, it's a school. We need to be on high alert. So that's what I'm saying. So I don't want us to always think that there's certain things that it's microaggressions or he's just singling me out. Because why
not get the security guard too at the same time? You're going.
That's the thing. But let's say the security guard's not there. It's the middle through class. I walk up. Jordan just said it. I see somebody out. Hey, you new here?
True.
Right. Yeah.
That was a good point. That was a good point. Well said, gentlemen. That was really good, really good. Main topic on today's show: President Trump signed into law the largest tax cut in American history. Jordan, what's going on with that, big dog?
So we talked about this on this big, beautiful bill, and according to the White House, President Trump has officially signed into law the largest tax cuts in American history, which what it breaks down to no taxes on Social Security, overtime, and no tips. So what it basically does is, if you go over overtime, I thought it was 1,200 and 500, but according to the White House, it said if you take home pay of 13,300, which is the overtime you got, and the wages will be as much as 1,100. I'm sorry, take home pay by as much as 13,300, and wages be as much as 1,160. So it starts this year in 2026, and then no, it starts in 2025, but I believe it ends in 2028. So, like I say, it will start this year, and then once you do your taxes and everything, minus if you work at a restaurant when it comes to tips, you work at any other private jobs, or city jobs, if you work overtime, and also all the people when it comes to Social Security as well, you won't get taxed with this, which I believe will be a tax break, and then you'll get more pay when it comes to we pay up most of your taxes, you'll probably get a little bit of bump on your refund coming in as well. So we don't have a video. Just like I said, this came from the White House and everything. So like I said, it's right now it's totally in effect, and we shall see it starts when it comes to your taxes in January. So hearing this news, Ronnie, man, what's your take on this?
Gentlemen, it's here. The golden age. This is what he's been talking about. Everybody's been waiting. It's here. No tax cut. No taxes on. You already know. No taxes on tips. No taxes on overtime, no taxes on Social Security. So for people that's older that is getting a Social Security check, there will be no taxes. So that means all your money is getting back to you. And to me, I never understood that anyway. How you tax somebody their Social Security after they already retired?
Right.
That's the money they work hard for. It should not be able to get taxes on anyway. And then when it comes to the aspect of these waitress and on these waiters who work extremely hard, and sometimes they be struggling to get tips, and then they have to go and take a certain percentage out.
And I want to add this too, Ronnie. Sometimes the managers might be taking your tips sometimes too.
Yeah, and the managers take your tips down. So now their tips belongs to them, especially those people that actually work extra hours at work and say, you know what, I'm dedicated to this job. I'm dedicated to my employers, and they get taxed on that too. To me, it's not right. I never understood that concept to begin with. It's pretty much American greed all over. But Trump been saying it for a long time. Y'all want to see improvements in the economy? There you have it. So people are wondering where they're going to be taxing. What about the other taxes they're taxing? Pretty much going to be coming from other places. Prime example, grocery is high, gas is high, electricity is high. Stuff like that is going to be high due to the fact of him not doing taxes there, so they're going to tax other things so they can balance it out. If you catch my drift, it's all basic economics. But I'm just happy to see that it is good for some employees, waitress, people that's retired. The golden age, Jordan is here. It's here. Go ahead, Hakeem. Your thoughts on it?
So y'all covered a lot. So let's just start with this. A lot of people care about having money in their pocket. And this bill primarily reforms the package that makes a lot of temporary cuts in 2017 permanent, meaning that the individual tax rate you've been paying where they are instead of automatically going at the end of the year. But then some new specifics. You already said the tips. And let's not forget the auto loan deduction. For the first time, you can now deduct $10,000 in interest on paid auto loan. That's one thing too. And you covered the extra senior. So I like to see that now, we all can't have trillions of dollars in tax cuts without some financial trade-offs. And there's some major debates in this bill. There's an estimated of $3.4 trillion over the next decade to pay for a portion of that. So the big, beautiful bill makes one major spending cut. Now, this is the spending cut where this might hurt a little. Medicaid and SNAP. Let's be
Yeah.
here.
Don't try to tell you
Yeah.
that. Don't tax other things. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bill strictens work requirements for non-disabled adults receiving benefits like Medicaid, supplement, assistance, SNAPs. Critics argue that this will cause millions of people to lose their health care coverage and food assistance. Proponents say that it encourages self-sufficient and reduce fraudulent employment. And the next one is student loan. It drastically reforms federal student loan program, eliminating the options like Grad Plus borrowing, place lifetime caps on loan, which will impact the future of graduations of students, especially those pursuing graduate and professional degrees. So this is all that's covered. So we'll just see how it's going to affect us and how it's going to benefit us.
And not that, but it's a huge child tax credit, which is up to $2,500 per child. So that's good for the people that had new children and people that have going to have children in this golden age. Is here. Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like I said, I've been looking at this all year. I've been informing most of my coworkers I work overnight about people that works overtime because at overnight I worked a lot of overtime during this year, and I know a lot of other employees I work a lot of overtime now, and I let them know, hey, when it comes to your next 4 years, when it comes to this when it comes to this big beautiful bill, especially talk about overtime and everything, you should see when you do your tax refunds, you should see get a little bit more when it comes to your tax refund and everything. So next year, Trump is saying he said it's a golden era when it comes to people getting the money, economy changing. So it's more like, okay, I just gotta wait to see it. So 2026, let's see where it goes.
It's here, guys. It's here. This is what people was asking for. It is here, and not only that, he's also expanding on health savings account, HSA, which is America's Better Choice. So that's gonna it's a winning laws in each area. Like Hakeem and Jordan stated, it's gonna hurt your medical bills in some areas, and then in some areas it's gonna expand it. So let's just see how it is, man. At the end of the day, and it don't start to affect until what, next year? Next year? Yeah, the first week of January, I believe so. So guys, it is here, the golden age. Moving along to other trending news, Jordan, what's going on with O.J. Simpson? I thought he was dead.
Yeah, he is, but it goes for his end state. So O.J. Simpson end state is going to pay nearly $58 million to Ron Goldman's family. So when it comes to this go back to the trial, the O.J. Simpson trial, about the murder that he was acquitted of, and the Ron. And when it comes to the Ron Goldman's family, they saw that he was acquitted and everything. And now here in 2025, we're finding out that, the Goldman family gets a big bank when it comes to justice of getting $58 million from O.J. Simpson's estate. So this is when it comes to the like I said, when it comes to the Goldman family, this is generational wealth they got. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take on this?
They've been wanting this from O.J. Simpson for a while. The best time to do it while he's dead. That's the best time. Because they knew there's no one there that's gonna fight for O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson said, hey, if the glove didn't fit, he must have quit. So they've been trying to get O.J. Simpson since the 90s. So they feel like this is the best time. He's no longer on this earth. So let's just make more tarnish of his name. Unfortunately, there's no one here. You already know O.J. Simpson estate. So they're gonna just go ahead and pay up. So his Ron Goldman family is gonna be well off for the rest of their life. I already know he can't even rest in peace, man. They just like Michael Jackson, just can't. These people just can't. Go ahead, King.
You know what's so weird about this whole situation? What if when the real shooters of this person comes out and it wasn't OJ, then what? They just got a free $58 million.
That's pretty much.
Right.
Pretty much. That's crazy, right?
Like I never understand. Somebody gets acquitted for but loses a civil case, but he gets acquitted on the M case. And he still got to pay the family $58 million. That's why this place don't play fair. So that's why I tell people you shouldn't play fair either.
You shouldn't. It's American greed.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Like he can't. Like the man been gone. He ain't been. It's been a year or 2 years. He been gone.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
The man then gone, spent half his life in prison. Half his life in prison.
Yep.
You know what I
Died
mean?
from cancer.
Died
from cancer.
He left that little bit of money in a trust. That's why you got to go get you a trust.
Now they coming for that trust money.
They coming there, but he left it for his kids. That's all the kids got. They
Not
got
no
no mama. They got no daddy. And the daddy football career, which was well over years, and left
Back in the
bunch of-
70s.
Back in the 70s. He ain't listen to man. This is why OJ money management have to be studied, because for you to manage your money up until this point, let them kids have that money and let's keep it moving. Listen, I'm not trying to show no remorse. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, man, y'all done sold all his assets, took the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah.
That was paid off to all the families. What else do you want? You want the man's soul?
That's what they want. Hakeem, they want it, but he's no longer on this earth. He's gone.
Then dig him up now. Dig him up again and go get it then. That's the point.
No, Hakeem, you know what they're going to do? They're going to use the AI and put it on trial.
Which is crazy, man.
Remember we talked about that app on the weekend? Remember that app you can create any dead loved ones? Put them on trial.
Man, I've been having nightmares ever since y'all mentioned that.
Yeah, man. Seeing this number, $58 million, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You know, cause the Goldman family, they wanted this one was 30 years, something like this. Once OJ got acquitted, they want some type of something when it comes to their justice and everything. And unfortunately, they got it, but damn, $58 million, yo?
Yeah, that's a lot. That's his whole
estate. That's a lot. Yeah,
they're trying to discriminate whatever piece of OJ system they got in history. They're trying to make sure that thing never resurfaces ever again.
Yes, sir.
And maybe we gotta keep it in mind too. The documentaries, the Netflix documentary he did, all that. Remember all that stuff they paid OJ? Now it's going to them.
Yep.
That's how I can't say none of his kids got anything, pretty much. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell right inside so you never miss it when we go live. Moving along to other trending news. Jordan, what's going on with Jimmy? Here we go with the sports betting. Jimmy Butler and the sports bettors.
Yeah. When it comes to NFL players, NBA players, baseball players, please watch yourself because Jimmy Butler, he got pressed by the man about his parlay, man. This is crazy, man. He came up driving the car and got upset because Jimmy Butler, didn't hit the parlay that the man wanted. We have the clip, so go ahead and play the clip. They will chop it up.
Jordan, I thought it was fake. It's real.
It's real.
Man, fucking green apple looking at, stupid big ass Timbs on. Jimmy Butler, man, they don't give a fuck you in that city. Stupid looking at, look at him. Mo Prime looking at, yeah. Bro, I put 3,000 and win 30. Why you ain't have 30 perks? Jimmy Butler, why you did not have a 30 perks? You were supposed to go over, bitch. You work for Vegas. You work for Vegas.
There you go, Hakeem. Excuse me. Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, man. No, go ahead, Ronnie, man. It's crazy out here, man.
People, I've been telling people, this is getting way out of here. Way out of here. And now with the scandal of them saying, hey, people are involved, of these people not going over and under. And me and Joni was here over the weekend. Over the weekend, we even said like how the NFL now are talking to like the gambling association about how to get rid of the sports player props because it's getting way out of control. These guys are getting Jordan and Hakeem, they're getting email, they're getting phone call from sports bettors because they're not going over a certain point. And understand that these people are human beings. They're not gonna be Jimmy Butler ain't gonna do no 30 points a game. I'm just being honest. Why would you do something stupid like that? Man, we have Steph Curry on that team. It's just not gonna happen. That's just common sense.
Work your parlay better, man.
And not only that, why bet something if you don't have the money? That's what I was taught. If you don't have the money, even investing, if you don't have the money to invest, don't invest. Point blank, serious. Now you in the hole. Now you want to destroy a man. The man. Go ahead, Hakeem, man. I'm not going. It's frustrating. Go ahead. And it is frustrating. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Listen. It's in the Bible for men, people who gamble and stuff like that. A fool and his money shall soon part. I'm gonna have more money than the parlay guy. I'm gonna make more money on the more than the parlay guy. He's gonna keep playing parlays. I'm gonna still catch. I'll have 2 cyber trucks while you lose your 70s car parlay. I'm up in 30 points.
Yeah, and the thing is, you know, he put a lot of money down because the way that he drove around is like, because I know I have a feeling like the guy, he knows like the area that, you know, Jimmy Butler might be in, and if he see him like one time, he's gonna say something, and he had this opportunity to do something like this and everything. So, man, this is getting so much out of hand, man. It's hopefully, you know, this will be the end, because if not, we'll start seeing more people go to other NBA players, or also NFL players, becomes a quarterback to run up and say, "Hey, man,
But it's
you
already
messed with my
happening.
parlay and everything."
It's already
Don't
happening.
do that.
It's already
Don't do
happening.
that.
They're
That's all I
coming
gotta-
out the
yeah,
GM and them. Because remember these athletes, they're regular people. They're not really big name. Like some of these guys not really big name. The big name ones, remember, they still have an Instagram account. You can DM
Right.
them and they're going in their voice messages. Hakeem Jordan is bad. If we could really do a show on this, I can show you how bad it is. It is bad.
And then when it gets to like, and then when it gets to the playoffs and championships, oh boy.
Yeah, it's even worse. People put their mortgage on Mahomes. They mortgage on Detroit. Don't bet something if you don't have it. Like he says, hey, dude should have just stick with quick pick 3. He should have just did a lotto. Or a scratch off if that was the case. Of course, we don't endorse gambling. I'm just being honest. We just don't. But it's getting. We just want to show you guys it's literally getting out of hand. Last time on today's show, Jordan, what's going on with Cardi B and crazy scandal with Offset and Stephon Diggs?
Yeah, so you know, we know Cardi B, you know, she got, you know, a boy has been born and everything, and Offset put it in when it comes to Georgia that, you know, he possibly might be the, you know, him being the legal father and everything. And what Cardi B is seeing is she's on his breaking points, and she feel like Offset is obsessed with her. So we do have a voice audio of it. So go ahead, I'll play the voice audio, and after that we'll chop it up.
I can't take it anymore. Sometimes I sleep and I wonder, like, yo, this is not normal. You see crime documentaries, you see shit on social media about women getting killed the other day. And on the truth, like, it's like, I'm a real tough bitch. Like, I'm a tough bitch. But you can never. There's a difference between being tough, and there's a difference between somebody having an unhealthy obsession with you that you have to you gotta be concerned. And I'm really starting to be concerned. And I'm so tired because I want to detach myself from shit. And it's like, it just doesn't stop. And it's like, when does it fucking stop? I try to be nice. I try to contact family. I try to whatever. And it's not working. And I'm so tired. I'm really getting fucking, like, I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. Sometimes I sleep and I wonder, like, yo, this is not normal. You see crime documentaries, you see shit on social media about women getting killed the other day. And on the truth, like, it's like, I'm a real tough bitch. Like, I'm a tough bitch. But you can never. There's a difference between being tough, and there's a difference between somebody having an unhealthy obsession with you that you have to you gotta be concerned. And I'm really starting to be concerned. And I'm so tired because I want to detach myself. So tired. I don't want to do things that's gonna overshadow what I got going on. It's literally a fucking nightmare. And people think it's so funny. It's not funny. It's concerning. Dealing with somebody that fucking does substance and fucking start hurting me. It's not funny. Then you got these weird ass men. You got these weird ass men talking about, oh, they should be petty. This person should be petty. Da da da. It's not cute to tell somebody that has a mental illness and have substance to be petty to somebody that's raising their children. It's not funny. You need to grow up. Y'all love to call kids to know that type of shit when y'all act like one. Straight men here. Oh, you motherfuckers should be petty. It's so funny. It's not fun. So tired. Funny. And if I was to show these fucking that I've been getting, y'all wouldn't be laughing. Because it wouldn't be funny if it was your fucking sister or your fucking cousin or your fucking mama. These grown ass men with grown ass. This is not a competition. This is not a competition. This is not nothing. I have moved on with my life. I completely have moved on with my life. I don't respond to shit. I don't play about shit. I am tired. I be trying to be the bigger person. Everything. Shit is not fucking funny. It's not funny. These weak ass men, they all got their weak ass family, they all got their weak ass mama, they all got their weak ass bitches. Like, oh yeah, I don't come online doing petty shit, and I don't be behind the scene doing petty shit.
Yeah, so as we guys know, Offset and Cardi B are still going through the divorce. You know, they still try to work on a settlement. I believe the last settlement that Cardi B had for Offset, he denied it because I believe he wants half of the brand that he said to help build and everything. And right now, you know, stuff like this, you know, it's still going to continue to Cardi B, you know, until, you know, Offset wants, you know, what he wants and everything. So after hearing this audio, what's your take on this, Ronnie?
Oh, it's sad to say, but she stuck with him for the rest of her life. You had a kid by him, 3. I feel sorry for Cardi B. There's some people that deal with that type of management, but you married a man. You fell in love with the man. You had 3 beautiful children with the man. The marriage didn't go well. I understand y'all going through a rocky divorce, but what she should have done, Jordy was here on Saturday, we talked about it, on the aspect of how she should have divorced him first, then had another child by another person. But instead, she had a child, not just a person, but a star right now that's hot right now when it comes to the aspect of the NFL. Because New England Patriots, they winning right now. Go ahead, I can't wait. You
Who also has 3 other women pregnant at the same time she was pregnant.
Yep. So it's her choice choosing. She choose these men. It's sad to say, you know, I'm not laughing at the person because, you know, women do have a mental breakdown, especially for her. She just recently just gave birth, but she's going through a mental breakdown. But look, why I even say he deserved half? Because let's say that it was the other way around. If it was a guy, they would say he would deserve X. She probably gotta go see some therapy. She needs some help. Go ahead.
Listen, it's weird to me when she said mental health, where what they're saying is technically true. It's a legal statement in the state of Georgia. You still legally married.
She is.
The birth certificate automatically gonna label Offset the father. What are we talking about? If we did things the normal way and waited till after your divorce was divorced, and you know what I mean, like people be speaking but live a contradiction, but they let the money feel like they're higher than moral ground. She's talking like she's a moral police and telling somebody got substance abuse. We don't know what you do, mama. We don't know you. We don't care. When you sign up to be a rapper, you sign up to be in the public. If you got a problem with that, stop rapping. That goes for actors, lawyers, for anybody who wants to get in the public eye. You're going to be scrutinized for every decision you make in the public. If your situation was private, then that's the difference. We won't be talking about it. It's not content. But it's content for us now. And we're going to talk, critique it, examine it, break it down to a molecule, and criticize you.
That is correct.
I land right there.
It's a fact.
And the thing is about Cardi, she's making more progress about letting us know about it. And that's what I think the thing about Cardi is, like, we know you're going through this and everything, but for you to come out and to explain stuff like this and give us all these details and everything, you know, that's kind of hurt you mentally as well and everything. It's like you're trying to tell all these fans, but, you know, some fans care, some fans don't care, some fans do this, you know, is going to do it and everything. And so if like for me, Cardi, you know, I know you want a divorce vote and everything, but give that man what he wants so you get out of it and you can start really refresh because they dating Stephen Diggs and then got pregnant by him while you still married and everything. And you having a baby, that you fight being in this divorce and everything. You've been with Offset for the last 6, 7 years, 8 years, something like that.
More
And I think more. Yeah, 10 years.
Yeah,
10.
About 10 years.
Yeah. It's been a long time, and now divorce is it's like the worst thing you go through in your life and everything, and there's bitterness, all that type of things and everything. So the best thing for you, just Cardi, is get that man what he wants to get out of it and start fresh and everything, and that's really it. All the wrongs that you did, that you did, it kind of bites you in this situation. But in order to get that, you got to clean up and get out of the situation, get out of divorce, and just after you get out of divorce, it's a huge weight off your shoulders, and you can kind of breathe in a way and everything. So, I know Cardi B is going through it, but you need to get out of this divorce as fast as you can and give him what he wants. And that's really it on that.
Be careful who you have children with.
Yep.
Whoever have children with, you with them for the rest of your life. I don't care what nobody say. That's the true marriage, is them kids. You with them for the rest of your life. I've been telling people that. It's not them saying, oh, I do. No, when you have that kid, you're married to the person for the rest of your life. People may not like it, but it's the truth. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Like always, shout out to Y High, who is in the building right now. His Dallas Cowboy is playing against the Las Vegas Raiders. Give me the Raiders, Y High. Give me the Raiders, but I think the Cowboys are going to win it on Monday Night Football. So, guys, right after this show, go ahead and check out some Monday Night Football. Relax. Enjoy yourself because it's beautiful out there outside on this lovely Monday evening. Shout out to the lovely, beautiful Evelyn Perez that's also in the building. Shout out to the 70 people right now watching us on Bingo Live. And shout out to the people that are watching us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Rumble, X, you name it, Kick. All across the board, man. We really do greatly appreciate you guys. Make sure y'all follow us. It's so very important for you guys to follow us so you never miss it when we go live. And also, guys, it's so very important. Go to KL Culture Radio description. And also, I keep throwing y'all with the alimony. She got to pay up. He asked for $10 million. She better go ahead and pay up. But even then, he's not going to give up because she had kids with him. She's stuck with him for the rest of her life. It is what it is. Also, guys, so very important, you go to KL Culture Radio description, and also on top of the chat, that's where we have the KL Culture Radio store. That's where you go and get the KL Culture Radio merch, the t-shirt, the hat, the coffee mug, you name it. It's all in the KL Culture Radio store. And also, guys, so very important, you go to KL Culture Radio community post where we post important information like KL Culture Radio hit 1 million raw views. I'm going to keep saying it. That means 1 million people saw our content, watched it, and love it, man. We really do greatly appreciate you guys. You don't understand. That is one of our biggest achievement. It show you guys hard work eventually do pay off. I told somebody, I don't care if it's 1 person, 2 person, 3 person. Don't matter the number of people that's in the chat. But if you guys just come over, listen to us, to me, that's good enough. And we really do greatly appreciate you guys because y'all making KL Culture Radio the biggest thing on the planet. Not only that, Jordan, you wasn't here. It was one guy, he came from Reddit. The platform Reddit. He came over here and said, yo, I saw your content on Reddit. So people are watching us all over.
Yes,
so
sir.
All over the globe. I'm just letting y'all know we all over the globe. So just show you guys, we really, really do greatly appreciate you guys. So you guys remember, it's always small beginnings. That's why I say one thing from Outkast that we took away from, they started off in their room. And look, they made it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Never bad talk, y'all small beginnings. And also make sure you go and check out Prince Hakeem book that's out now, Raising King, and also Black Love, and also his album that's out now. And he got a new album that's about to get ready to drop on his birthday, December 12th. So guys, be on the lookout for that. Shout out to A-Dub, because A-Dub will always be, he always buy Hakeem's album and other people too as well. So shout out to you guys, man. Y'all making KL Culture Radio the biggest thing on the plan. Like always, thank you for tuning in to Cal Culture Radio. We over and out.